and we are going to talk some Terence Crawford. Is he the GOAT? That's what I want to know from you, the fans. Is he the GOAT? If he is the GOAT, let me know why. Give all your comments, all your opinions on why you think he's the GOAT. I believe Terence Crawford is definitely in that conversation. There is no shadow of a doubt that Terence Crawford is who he says he is. He proves it each time he goes out, and he gives his all, and he looks for the best possible performance to not only entertain the fans, but to entertain everybody around the world, all across Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is special, and hopefully people focus on what he has produced and what he has given to the sport so far. He's given us some of the best fights that you can see in the sport of boxing. So I'm gonna wait for you all to get into the room, and we're gonna discuss more about this topic. Wait for everybody to come into the room, and we gonna rock out, man. We're gonna discuss this topic for sure. Yeah, we're gonna discuss this topic. Yeah, we're gonna discuss this topic. It was one good thing that I like about Terence Crawford's style is the dude is just willing to do whatever it takes to be great. Like, his mindset is about abundance. Like, he doesn't limit himself. He doesn't think he can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just truly believes that he gonna win each and every time he goes out there. His mentality just different. And man, we gonna see once y'all get in here. Is Terrence the GOAT? I put up that picture for a reason. I want to hear from you, the boxing fans. Is Terence Crawford the GOAT? Why or why not? Give me your take on why or why not Terence Crawford is the GOAT. See what everybody's talking about. Yeah, we want to know, is Terence Crawford the GOAT, or is he just somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, overhyped? Is he overhyped to you? Do you see him as sure ballot Hall of Famer? Do you think him having 3 undisputed championships puts him in the running for, being at the top 5, the top 10? You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's a privilege to be in the top 10. Shit, if you in the top 10, you win it. So I want to see from you, the boxing fan, what do y'all believe? We're gonna see what you all believe in the comment section below. And let's see here. See who all we got. Yo, hello, what up with it? What's your name? Potato. What up, Potato? AIM TV. All right, unique name. What's up, Potato? What's up, Potato? We here to talk some boxing. So if you're here to talk boxing as well, cool. That's great. If you're not, this is not the channel for you. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. But yeah, we are here to talk boxing. Boxing is a beautiful sport, and Terence Crawford is the topic of conversation. Um, he's just somebody that really believes that he is the best. I am 13. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Just, you can learn. You can sit back and learn. You can sit back and learn. Sometimes it's best to sit back and just be patient and get all the information you can, especially if you are into this sport of boxing or you want to learn about the topic at hand. So, get your notepad ready, get your pen, and start writing. Get your notepad, get your pen, and just start writing. Basically, I just wanted to hear from you all. What do you believe about Terence Crawford? Is the media now just not getting on him because of him winning a big fight with Canelo? Do you believe that it just takes the right people and mass media to hype you up for people to follow you? Do you believe people are sheep? What do you believe is going to make Terence Crawford who he already knows himself to be? Because I believe he already is, but I want to hear what you all have to say. I want to get y'all opinions first, and then we'll talk more about Terence Crawford. I'll give my opinion and my analysis of Terence Crawford. Here we go. The algorithm is picking up. The algorithm is picking up. Advenge Fan 3 says, hi, what up? He's not dead. 13 Edit says, hi, what up? And you fool says, what up, bro? What up? What up with you, bro? We here to talk boxing, man. We here to talk Terence Crawford. We here to talk legacy. Henry Armstrong went up 3 full divisions. Back then, it was welterweight and that was 147 to 160 middleweight. And I believe he won a title at 175. Or was it lightweight? I have to go back and see. But Henry Armstrong for the time was considered very rare, because for you to skip divisions like that and actually win a championship was pretty powerful. I am the best in Germany test. I am from Australia. All right, that's cool. Oh, Austria. Shout out to all the Austria people. That's far, far away. So shout out to the Austria people in the chat. Let's see what we got here. His noted 13. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to. You just saying anything, man. I gotta put you in timeout, bro. You tripping? You come in here just saying anything, you're gonna get put in timeout. The topic is Crawford. We're here to talk Crawford and legacy. Is he the GOAT? Is Terence Crawford the GOAT? We're here to speak about legacy. That's what we're here to speak about. Legacy, legacy, legacy. That's what we're here to speak about. So if you're here to speak about legacy, you're in the right place. If you're not, get on up out of here, man. Terence Crawford has proven amongst all the FBA, all the Black American fighters, that to me he is the top one. If we're going off of legacy of is he the GOAT, you got to put him in that conversation. That's what I believe. You got to put Terence Bud Crawford in that conversation, because at the end of the day, Bud is somebody who wants to conquer the world. He's somebody, when it comes to the sport of boxing, he wants to be the best that he can be. He don't believe anybody can beat him. He just believes he's too good for anybody. And that type of person is powerful. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who has all the skill and actually implements the skill in an actual 12-round boxing match for all the world titles, for undisputed. And he's putting his intelligence together, counter-punching skill, knowing when to punch, knowing when to take a half step back, half step forward. That takes patience and confidence and resilience. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that a lot of other fighters don't have. A lot of other fighters just don't have it. That's why you don't see a lot of real fighters who are actual real boxer punchers. They're not hating on him. They giving him his credit. The only person that's hating on him that I'm gonna throw out there is Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, I'ma still support him and watch his fight with Jay Paul. But dude, you a hater, bro. Gervonta be hating on Crawford. He be hating on a lot of people who are better than him or have a better that people who get more attention. I'm gonna say that. People who get more attention. What's up with you, Daniel or Denial Pyros? So yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see here. Potato Aim TV says, "Are you spurling about fighters from MMA and boxing? I am not so good in English. It's okay. Yeah, I know a little bit of some. Paola, Andrea Adrillo Portales. What's up, Miss Portales? Hola. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal, amiga? Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. We here. We are here talking Terence Crawford and legacy. We are here speaking about legacy. So if you're here to speak about legacy, like I said, you're in the right place. Definitely in the right place. Make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as y'all come in. Hit the like button and subscribe. Nah, man, we not here to talk about my hobbies, man. My hobby is boxing. My hobby is talking about Terence Crawford and is he the GOAT? Like, we're discussing legacy right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here to do. We here to discuss legacy. I appreciate you liking the video, Potato Aim TV. Appreciate that. Paola, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and all the new people coming into the chat. Like I was saying before, Terence Crawford has proven himself since the lightweight division. It's amazing now thinking back that he was 135, so he was really draining himself. You know, when you really look back on it and think about it, he was draining himself going all the way down to 135, coming all the way up now to 168. But he was already weighing around 170 and 168. So for you to be 170 and be 168, and then for you to that's just amazing. I don't know. I'm just thinking back on that, like, wow. And maybe he used to walk around maybe 150, I guess, 160, I guess, early in his career. And then he just kind of, progressed and naturally became a bigger fighter, walking around before he went into his training camps. But it always fascinates me how boxers can lose so much weight and still be able to be healthy, still be able to be hit in the head and be able to withstand punishment. That's really, really rare. It's very, very rare. And that's why you don't see a lot of people make it. Like, even in boxing today, only the select few make it to the top. Only the select few make it to the top. Majority of people will never make it to the level of a Crawford. Nobody's going to be making millions of dollars. And boxing is a very expensive sport. You're going to spend a lot of money in boxing. Boxing is extremely expensive. You're going to spend some money. Boxing is not cheap whatsoever. Getting your pads, get your hand wraps, getting your 16-ounce gloves, getting your 8 or 10-ounce gloves to fight in. It's a lot. Health, with your health, you got to eat right or do the best you can, healthy wise. You got to invest into it's a lot to invest. The traveling fees, hangers on, if you have that, family that want a piece of you, they want something out of you. It's a lot being a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a professional boxer. So Potato TV said my hobby is motocross. That's cool. Fishing. That's cool, but you gotta keep it on topic of boxing, man. That's what we here for. That's what we here for. Ooh, excuse me. And like I was saying before, Crawford as beating people from 135. 140, I remember him having a couple fights there. He beat the Dominican dude. He beat not P Rock, but I can't think of that dude's name. But he was really talented. He's from the UK. I mean, he wasn't from the UK. He was from the Ukraine. Victor Postal. There we go. Victor Postal. Victor Postal had an awesome amateur record of like 200 to 300 fights. Won majority of them. Great knockout person. Like he had great knockout power. And Terence took him to school. He was getting caught a little bit at first, but then Terence just started picking it up. And they kept calling him the skinny dude, the skinny man, Crawford, the skinny man, skinny man, skinny man. And Terence has finally proved to everybody that he's not the skinny man that can't punch or whatever people's trying to call Crawford. And now Crawford has shown people that he can go from 135 all the way up to 168. So a 30-pound jump, and prove to the boxing public, prove to all the people in the world who doubted him, I'm really him. I'm really that dude, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Nothing. You can try to talk crazy, try to talk bad. Results are results. So you basically, flying on, and landing on deaf ears. You have to understand that. You have to understand that. You have to. But like I said, I want to see what y'all have to say. That's why I got on here. I want to see what y'all think about Crawford's legacy overall. Do you think he needs more fights going down the line? Does he need more fights? Does Terence Crawford need at least 3 or 4 more fights to be solidified as being top pound for pound the best fighter of all time? Or do you think it's too nuanced, too many fighters, too many eras, too much greatness happened before we even got here? If you believe that, that's fine too. But I want to see what you all think in the comment section below about Terence Crawford and the legacy GOAT status. If you believe he's a GOAT, that's your prerogative as well. Like if you believe that, that's cool. Some people are going to believe that. And then there's some people who going to look at it for what it is and say, nah, I believe he needs to fight at least 3 to 4 more top champions. Yeah. 3 to 4 more top champions in his era. And then we'll give him that top 5 status, or you could shuffle it however you want, but that person is number one. I would say if Terence beats like a Benavidez or something, if that fight actually does fall through, that would be the super fight, phenomenal fighting for boxers, for boxing period, for fighting period. I believe Terence Crawford has one of the best jabs we've ever seen in the sport. When he's on, he's on. Potato TV said Mike Tyson, my favorite. That's cool. A lot of people's favorite is Mike Tyson. You're not the only one, for sure. For sure. But yeah, like I said, if y'all just came into the room, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you hit that bell notification icon so you can get all my boxing news analysis and updates. Yeah, I think Crawford's power punching is so underrated. Like that dude really can crack, man. Like he was cracking Canelo. Canelo was like, yeah, I ain't gonna keep running into this shit all night. I'm gonna have to box. I'm gonna have to be a little bit smarter, a lot bit smarter. But he couldn't make the proper adjustments, and yeah, man, he came out with the victory. So Terence Crawford really is him. He really showed arsenal of skills. He showed all the wit, the grit, the determination to do what you say you're gonna do and stand on it. So let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all make sure y'all hit that. Nah, you cool. See you later, Potato. What up? See you later. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all believe to be true. Y'all see the topic, is it Sugar Ray Robinson? Believe on the front we got Sugar Ray Leonard. You have, who else is on the front? Muhammad Ali's on the front. You got Floyd on the front. These are all awesome people to pick. Believe you even got Joe Louis on the front. And I had to see whoever else, but I named a good chunk of them that people revere. Oh yeah, George Foreman, I believe too. He did a lot and accomplished a lot in his career and his life as well. So, and somebody's goat is not always going to look like your goat. You may view another person and revere them a different way because maybe they have a similarity to growing up how you grew up, or that's how you would have went about your career, or whatever the case may be. But the key is to be mindful of accolades. Did people actually want to fight you? So if you were feared, and you know, just basically thinking to yourself, does this make sense? Like, am I putting into perspective that Crawford is right now, you know what I'm saying, the right cup of tea for the moment? But at the end of the day, Crawford beat Canelo. He beat the greatest. He beat the best of this generation and made it, very, very decisive. Very decisive. Very, very decisive. Very, very decisive. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'm gonna continue to talk. Y'all can continue to type. Yeah, like I was saying, man, I truly, truly believe that Crawford is really, really him, man. Like, he's proven it throughout time and time and time again. And y'all can keep putting him in that underdog spot, but man, Crawford really got all the tools. He got all the tools. And Canelo kept it real. He's an honest man. He said, man, y'all asked me what was frustrating or what was hard about the fight in general. And Potato Aim TV, you gotta go to bed, man. Go to bed. Zandre Tuber is back. What up? Well, damn, TC surprised me. I thought he would get hurt to the body, but he managed to stay away from Canelo at the right distance. Yep. Timing beats speed, and sometimes speed beats timing, but in this case, it was speed and timing. Crawford had the speed. There was 75,000 people cheering loud, going, Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. And after the sixth round, Crawford had pretty much silent, made the crowd go silent. And a lot of that is due to Canelo feeling embarrassed. Canelo getting hit with punches that he can't see coming, Zandre Tuber says, problem is I think I'm not seeing him continuing because there is no more big names. That's true, because you got to have another big name. It takes two to tango, two dance partners to make the money that I know Crawford wants to make. And I know he wants to make more than just $10 million. So if he really wants to continue to make that type of money to attract the people and attract the fanfare and to put it on Netflix again in front of, let's see what y'all talking about in the comments. Xander definitely got the right idea. Xander Tuber is on point. And you said him fighting, see, his trainer already said he won't fight Benavidez. I saw Bomac say that in one of the interviews. What up, brother? What up? Why it have to be in Netflix, though? Only Jake rigged Paul fights there. Man, I'm telling you, they don't have to do it on Netflix, but I'm telling you, Netflix, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Let's see here. We got see here. PMDW says, and the WWE. We got Zandre Tuber says, if you think about the fights against bigger guys and super middle, I think TC won't be willing to fight these big guys. Also, because money won't be there. Yeah, man, if you be smart about it, you at the fourth quarter of your career, it's time to either decide to be a commentator, podcast person like Sean Porter and build your name up that way and just
use your name cachet to, get your sponsors. And, it's not like Bud, sits there and abuses his temple, his body, his spirit. So he should be all right. Let me see. Where is that at? Let me see some. Let me see some. Let me see some. Let me see some. Oh, hold on. Let me see here. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if we still on here now. Let me see. Probably not. Let me get up out of here. I don't know if it's gone.